Yo, what's going on guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we have kind of a comparison video, but I don't really want to make it a traditional comparison video. Today we're going to be comparing the Colosseum and the Millennium Falcon. The Colosseum being the biggest set of all time piece wise, and it has 9,035 pieces. Between the Millennium Falcon, the previous biggest Lego set ever, and it has 7,541 pieces. So we're gonna be comparing them, not really comparing them, which is better, which should you buy, which should you spend your money on, and I hope I'm going to help you with your decision on this one. So the Colosseum is set number 10276. It has 9,036 pieces, not 35, sorry, like I said before, and no minifigures, and it's retailing for $550 or $549.99, and it's under the marketing for 18 plus. That is really being used in 2020, and the Millennium Falcon is set number 75192. It has 7,541 pieces, like I said, and 8 minifigures plus the 3 builds, 2 porgs, and Minoc characters, and it retailed for $800, and its age recommendation is 16 and up. Now the Colosseum is the only Colosseum in Lego version ever released. There's no mini Colosseum or just playable Colosseum, none of that. But we actually have 6 other versions of the Millennium Falcon, the oldest one being in the 2000s and the latest one being in 2019. And of course a lot of mini sets and polybags and stuff, and of course there's one other UCS version of it that was released in 2007. So that's worth to mention, I guess. So the Colosseum doesn't have any minifigures, so that's kind of a wash for this set. I don't really like that. Maybe an exclusive minifigure, but I guess it's kind of understandable because what happens in the Colosseum, it's kind of understandable. But the Millennium Falcon has 8 minifigures that are Han Solo, Leia Organa, C-3PO, and Chewbacca, who are from the original trilogy, and Chewbacca could be from the original trilogy or the sequel one. And from the sequel trilogy we have Han Solo, the old version, and Rey, Finn, and BB-8, and like I mentioned, the 2 other builds or 3 other builds. So yeah, of course, minifigure wise, I think the Millennium Falcon is better on this one. I mean, you gotta give it for the Millennium Falcon. I mean, the minifigures in that set are just amazing and makes a lot of sense. So of course these 2 sets are both displayable because they're UCS style, of course UCS Millennium Falcon, and they're both displayable. Like I said, you can put the Colosseum on its own, it will look gorgeous on its own. The base just adds a lot into it, kind of the base with the gunmetal and the black or whatever. I think it just adds a lot, but you can't really do anything with it. It's really good for displayability, so I'll give it for that. Of course you can display the Millennium Falcon on its landing gear, which was its black on the side. It doesn't has a stand, but it has landing gear, so that's nice. You can make it the original trilogy style when you put the original trilogy radar dish, or the sequel trilogy style when you put the sequel trilogy the radar dish and some stuff on the front of it. So yeah, you can display it in the both ways. You can display it however you want, and of course you can display it without all the panels on it, so you can do whatever you want with it. And I think it's a draw in this category. I don't know, I think it's a draw. I think both the set are very displayable. The Colosseum is just shine on its own, and the Millennium Falcon, I mean, you can't go wrong with that. If someone walks into your house, both sets are going to appeal in their eyes. Moving on to the design category, not really a lot of design aspects in the Colosseum, but it has a really nice design. It's all in this tan color that I absolutely love. I don't know what is it, but I love this tan color. It looks kind of goldish, because I don't know why, but I just love this color. Maybe it's just the pictures, but I really like it, and it's just very detailed. A lot of windows, even the interior of it is also very detailed. And on the base, if you haven't noticed, there's a lot of trees and micro scales cars. Those are really tiny cars, at most made out of 4 pieces, I think. So those are really micro scale and just very sleek. I mean, it's captures the look of the Colosseum really well, and like just very sleek and clean design. But also the interior is micro scale, and I don't really like that. Just not for me. I don't really like micro scale stuff. Like the Hogwarts Tower, I guess is good because I like Hogwarts. Same thing as like the Shield helicarrier. But this one, I don't know. I just don't like that. And of course the Millennium Falcon has a lot of greebling, a lot like of weird pieces on there, and like just very detailed, a lot like of dark grays. There's like kind of a dark gray stripe running around, and a lot like of little dark gray details. Same thing as dark red, same thing as dark tan actually, and dark green. So like a lot of coloration in this set that you can't really see, but if you look on it like really, you can see them. Even the turret, I feel like it's really detailed. I really like how like it's built. The turret actually has the same build on the bottom of the set, because the Millennium Falcon has a turret on the top of it and the bottom of it, so that's really nice. I believe you can only take out the top one, you can't take out the bottom. I believe it's just stuck on there, so I guess it's nice. It kind of takes out from the playability, but we'll talk into that in a second. The interior is just very detailed. I mean, you can see the hollow chest area. The hollow chest is just very nice. Just has like every little detail, I feel like. And like this area, I forgot what the room is called, but like where they hide under the floor. You can represent that in the original trilogy and the sequel trilogy. And you can even fit all your characters from the cockpit, but you can only fit 4. Like you can fit like the original trilogy cast or the sequel trilogy cast if you want, or just mix and match however you want. So that's also nice. That's kind of like fits in the design category, and just very accurate. I mean, the cockpit is just very accurate. Everything is very accurate. Can't go wrong with this set. Nothing is bad in it at all. Just perfect. I mean, it's perfect. It might be the best Lego Star Wars set, I feel like, but not my favorite. Just huge. Same thing as like the Colosseum. It's huge, but the Colosseum is like micro scale, and I don't like that. So I think I'm gonna give like the nod to the Millennium Falcon on the design category, because I feel like I like it more. It's like personal preference more like than design. But if you want like a cleaner and sleeker design, very sleek, very clean, just to put on there, I feel like you should go with the Colosseum. But I don't really know. Just personal preference. So in the playability category, of course there's no playability in the Colosseum, but if you have like micro figures, maybe you can play with them in the interior, but that's not really a play. You get no micro figures. You can kind of play with them as a dollhouse, but I don't think that's really. But with the playability with the Millennium Falcon, all the interior could be revealed by opening up all the panels and removing them, and you get like I mentioned, the hollow chest area and the other area, and you can recreate the scenes, and you get the door area with C-3PO, Han and Leia. So that's, I think, really nice. I really like that. You can recreate a lot of scenes, so I think that's really nice. Also kind of like a dollhouse build, but not really because it's in a ship, but kinda. And of course you can like remove the dishes and switch them up like I mentioned before, and you can transform it from like the original trilogy to the sequel trilogy. So I think that's really nice. So in the value category, of course the Colosseum is much cheaper and much better price per piece, but I think the 800 for the Millennium Falcon is totally worth it. Not the best price per piece, like $800 for 700 pieces or 7,000 pieces, but I think it's a great value for it, great price. But I think the Colosseum might take like the knob on this one, might take the cake on this one, but I feel like the Colosseum is better value, because $550 for 9,000 pieces, that's just crazy. So overall, this kind of like the M&R opinion kind of category, but I'm gonna only say it overall. If you're an Italian and like you're interested in the Colosseum and like you want like the 7 wonders of the world, or you just want the biggest set of all, at least at this time, you should buy, I think, the Colosseum. But other than that, I don't think so. And if you think it's a good design, I think like you should go for it. But like if you're a big Star Wars fan like I am, I would probably rather get the Millennium Falcon. There's a lot of original trilogy fans that love Star Wars like from way back in the day who will love the ship. And of course, like, it's a Millennium Falcon, you can't go wrong with it. It's like the capital ship in Star Wars. So that's going to be for today's video. Tell me which one would you rather buying or choosing or getting or whatever. Please smash that like button, consider subscribing if you are new. I'm trying to hit 100 subs by the end of 2020. Other than that, it's been Alex and Daman. Peace out, everyone.